Good morning, everyone. Friday morning. So what are your weekend plans? Let's see. I think I'll just hang around the house this weekend. Gosh, it's we can maybe make jokes about it, but it's getting a little dreary with all of this rain and just being confined to our homes. I know it's a good thing, and I support it 100%. So, but just missing some physical interaction with people. Well, welcome to Mantra 108, where we take a 21-day practice. Good morning, Ginny. Good morning, Corinne. We take 21 days to fall into our practice of mantra. And yesterday and the day before, I read some things out of this sweet little book. Good morning, Gina. I clearly still recommend this book. I want to move on to another book that is one of my favorites. In fact, I probably have 4 copies of this book. This one, is this one of the ones that's falling apart? Yeah, this one's falling apart a bit and all marked up and all dog-eared. But this is such a rich, valuable book. Good morning, Karen. It's called Mantra, Yoga, and Primal Sound. And it was first introduced to me by my first mantra, not my first mantra teacher, but my most recent mantra teacher, Anandra George, who runs a beautiful program called Heart of Sound, in which she teaches Nada Yoga, the yoga of sound. So I became certified in teaching Nada Yoga, the yoga of sound, through Anandra's program in India, in Rishikesh. And so as part of the program, we had a requirement of reading this book. And this is a fabulous book, and speaks about the magic, the complete magic of learning to pronounce the Sanskrit alphabet properly, and the benefits of doing that. It talks about, much more deeply than we've ever gotten into here, the benefits of a mantra practice and pronouncing our mantras correctly, because it does make a difference. And that's why in the beginning videos that I shared with you in this 21-day practice, I got very specific about how we pronounce this mantra, because it really does make a difference. So I want to read a little bit from this one to you, just a couple of things before we get started in our practice this morning. And in reading this, I hope to hook you so much that you'll want to purchase this book. It's of course on Amazon, as everything is. And I will, I'll post the name. Oh, and I should say that the author is Dr. David Frawley, who is a Sanskrit and mantra scholar. Good morning, Sylvia. And hi, Douglas. Glad you're with me. So let me just read a little bit, and then we'll get started in our practice this morning. So he's referring to this book, Mantra Yoga, and he says, Mantra Yoga provides us a means to understand sacred sound from the perspective of a tradition that has taken it beyond mysticism into an organized and codified spiritual science. Mantra Yoga includes a study of the qualities inherent in sound itself, through which words and meanings are either properly shaped or deformed. This is why it's important for us to properly shape them. It shows how sounds impact the nervous system, the mind and the heart, and how we can modify them to improve our lives. Regardless of which background or tradition you may personally follow, the insights provided in Mantra Yoga, in this book, can be of enormous value to enable you to manifest your destiny creativity, creatively, effectively, and completely through understanding the power of word. Mantra, in the yogic sense, relates to the prime energies, ideas, principles, or archetypes of the cosmic intelligence that directs the forces of nature and the movements of our own minds and hearts. Let me read that sentence again because that's so important. Mantra, in the yogic sense, relates to the prime energies, ideas, principles, or archetypes of the cosmic intelligence that directs the forces of nature and the movements of our own minds and hearts. Mantra is part of a universal language rooted in sound, image, number, and symbol, reflecting a cosmic thinking beyond the preconceptions and biases of human thought. Mantra functions according to the inner mathematics of cosmic law. It serves to link our individual intelligence with the greater intelligence that pervades all space, extending our awareness into the infinite and eternal. To chant a mantra at a deeper yogic level is to think with the entire universe and to act. Mantra is the most important tool for attuning our bodies and our minds to their proper resonance, which is not with the outer world, but with the divine presence that constitutes our own deepest self. I'll read that last sentence one more time because I think I had a little hiccup in my connection. Mantra is the most important tool for attuning our bodies and minds to their proper resonance, which is not with the outer world, but with the divine presence that constitutes our own deepest self. Very, very cool. So, this is why mantra is yoga, union. This is why a mantra practice in which we are pronouncing the words of the mantra correctly. This is why it's so important, because it does connect us with that is divine, out there and within, right here, within us, to our highest self, our highest and best self. And the more we practice, you're probably already experiencing some shifts. I hope you are experiencing some shifts in your inner landscape, I guess I'll say. Some shifts that might be meaningful for you. And as I suggested early on, by keeping a journal next to the space in which you practice, and after you finish your practice, and after you finish sitting in silence for just a few moments, then if you take that journal up and do a little journaling, you might find some real creative juices flowing. Not every day. Sometimes it's going to be mundane. That's the nature of our mind. That's the nature of our creative process. Sometimes it doesn't flow well, sometimes it flows incredibly well. And mantra helps with all of that. So I am going to turn our Dhampura on and we'll start our practice for the day. I'm also going to turn on my little space heater here, and I hope the noise of it is not too distracting for us. I think it'll just be adding to the drone of our Dhampura. If I turn on a big heater, if I turn on our big central air, it will make this room too hot. This happens to be the room in my house that if it is too hot outside and we have air conditioning on, this gets like an iceberg. And if it is too cold outside and we have heat on, this room gets like a furnace. So I leave the heat off for our practice in the morning. Go ahead and just begin to do your physical practices of opening up the jaw, making a few circles, and as you circle around you can open and move from side to side with your jaw. This is all in preparation for sitting with our mantra practice, helping our head be comfortable as we repeat these words over and over again. Yeah. And then we'll pay a little attention to the sides of our neck, these nice big scalene muscles on the side of our neck, which are active when we are talking, which are active when we are singing. Let's open those up too. We are on day 19 of our practice. We're coming to the end of our practice, only a few more days. And then I'll introduce you to a new 21-day practice. If you'd like to join me for that, we'll embrace a new mantra. All right, now let's drop the head to one side and do little half moon circles. And back to midline. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice full breath in. And release it. And another full breath in. And release that. And now we begin. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā, Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā, Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā, Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā, Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Close your eyes and sit in the silence of your sound vibration. Sit with the Anahata. And so as we chant our mantra, and as we chant it with correct pronunciation, we are dipping into this great, great infinite pool of beings who have chanted this mantra for thousands of years all over the world. And we're also connecting with that greater resonance, that cosmic resonance, that divine resonance. We connect with that, and it strikes a chord inside of us. It strikes a chord in our own hearts that reminds us that we are an expression of that divine energy. We are a part of all that is. And that's why mantra is yoga. So we have yogasana, our physical practice. We have mantra yoga, the yoga of sound, nada yoga, the yoga of sound. And that's what we connect with when we're chanting our mantra practice. So thank you for being with me this morning. Of course, I'll be here tomorrow morning, 8:30 again, to practice our mantra together. Have a wonderful day. So I want to say one more thing before I let you go. So one of my dear friends, Sabrina Santa Clara, who wrote that beautiful poem. I think I read it. No. This was on a different site. Anyway, she's a movement therapist and a psychological therapist, and practices yoga and practices mantras. She's got a wealth of knowledge, and she shared something with me just yesterday that I think is very important. She said that she'd like to sort of change the naming of what we're doing right now. You know, we're calling it social isolation, socially isolating, and that's not right, because we are still connecting socially through all of these means that are at our access. We're connecting on social media, we're connecting by the phone, we're doing FaceTime with one another, we're Zooming with one another. There are all kinds of ways that we're connecting right now. So rather than calling it social isolation, let's call it physical isolation. We're not connecting physically so much, but we're definitely still connecting socially. It's a great need of ours, and we'll continue to do that. So just wanted to put that out there. I loved what she said about it yesterday and wanted to share that with all of you. All right. I will socially connect with you tomorrow morning when we do our yoga practice again. Have a lovely day, everybody.